Hey guys, I'm Michael from Sydney and this is my wide body Evo 9. We actually bought the car brand new. My father bought it as a company car initially for himself. I was looking for a car to buy. I was looking at an RX-7 potentially. He thought the best way was to buy a brand new car, something we both could enjoy. So we ended up purchasing an Evo 9. So had that in the family for 3 years before I got handed the keys my 21st birthday. So best birthday present I've received in a long time. And from there, I was saving up knowing one day it was going to be mine. And as soon as the keys got handed over, mate, the mods went straight on. Initially, when we first got the car, I was allowed to drive it on weekends. So I was called a prick from day one, you know, driving daddy's car around. But, you know, I actually had to buy it out at the end of the lease. So it wasn't a complete present, but yeah, got very lucky in that sense.
Making an Evo look tough is a tried and proven formula, but giving it some class and style at the same time isn't easy. But Michael has done it, and in the process created what we think is the best looking road-going Evo we've seen. The fact it puts out over 300 kilowatts to the pavement and has run a 105-second lap around Wakefield Park makes it even better, so it has the function to back up the form, unlike many others. The increased power comes pretty easy for a 4G63. The stock bottom end is mated to a stock head filled with Kelford 272 camshafts, Tomei cam gears and Rally Art head studs. The power hike comes from the breathing mods. A stock frame BBK turbo still provides response and sits on a JM fabrication manifold with a custom dump pipe and leads to a Tomei titanium catback exhaust. Plasma Man intercooler, piping, throttle body and inlet manifold deliver the boosted air to the engine, and Injector Dynamics 2000cc injectors in a SARD fuel rail with a Turbo Smart reg provide the E85. An M&W CDI provides the extra spark and it's all run by a Vipec ECU. The 400 all-wheel horsepower is transferred through an Exedy clutch to a stock 6-speed and an RS rear diff. MCA gold coilovers, white line gear and Cusco bracing sharpen the handling, while a project new front brake kit and the stock Brembo rears help pull the Evo up. As you can see, the mechanical mods alone make for an awesome ride.
When I initially got the car, mate, I was after 200 kilowatts and I was going to be happy with that. How that snowballed so quickly. I got the exhaust done, you know, got the front and dump pipe, boost controller fuel pump, 200 kilowatts. Mate, that lasted 4 or 5 months and I was after 220. From then it spiraled, I got it down to 300. Did a few track days and then the track bug caught, and that's when the coilovers came, the bigger brakes, the wider tires, kind of spiraled out of control there. Once that happened, mate, Pete from Body Form got into my ear. He's a good friend of mine, and the wide body, that's where it originated from. So when we were building the car, we wanted to finish it just before a show. We didn't know what show it was going to be. It happened to be showcased for the Lowdown, and that was done in June, July, and literally the morning of the event, we were still putting the car back together. The car hadn't been tuned, so unfortunately we had to tow it there. And it got called some names there, trailer queen or whatnot, but I knew the real reasons behind it, why we couldn't actually drive it there. And fashionably be late, we got there late, rocked up, everyone was already set up, the crowd was already there, and you know, I popped up and the attention was, yeah, it was all there. It got a lot of smiles, a lot of thumbs up, so I was pretty happy with his presence.
The exterior is a mishmash of more than 5 different brands. So much work has gone into the Evo's bodywork, but it is so seamless that much of it isn't noticed without a closer look. This is the true test of a car well done. The front bar is an APR Evil R item that looks stock, but is a wide body item to match up with the APR guards, which were cut and remade. The bonnet is a Voltex item. The Varus side skirts were also modified and body form blended and further widened the Duluck rear guards and fitted an aero fuel filler at the same time. The rear bar is stock but cut and shut to suit the wide body, but the carbon cover and Varus rear diffuser spruce it up. There's plenty of carbon touches if you look close. The rear wing blade, the vortex generators, the window trims, the rally art mirrors, the custom side skirt steps, custom front lip, and the AMS carbon roof. A body like this needed the right coat of paint, and the blue is actually based on the factory colour but heavily modified. The right wheels were also important, and you can't go wrong with 19 by 11 inch SSR Professors with a negative 17 offset. The dish gives you an idea of just how wide the Evo really is. The interior is standard leather with a few Defi gauges. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
With social media now, it's so easy for pictures to go viral and everybody to actually make comments on anything. It's just so easy for people to hate on cars, and it's just so easy to comment. But surprisingly, most of the comments have been in my favour. Very positive feedback. Mate, love it when he goes on Stance Nation and gets 25,000 likes. You know, that makes me happy. But at the end of the day, I've built the car for myself. You know, I wanted it the way I wanted it. I didn't build it for anybody else. So, mate, with all the haters, let them hate, I guess.